Let's start with a fun game. It's called, Is That Really in the Bible? Or did your grandma just make it up? Spoiler alert, grandma meant well, but no, that apple thing, total fiction. So today, we're busting open the top 10 myths people think are in the Bible, but absolutely are not. This isn't about disproving religion. No divine drama here, just clearing up what the actual good book says, and what was sneakily slipped in like a badly dubbed sequel. Myth number 1, God helps those who help themselves. Ah yes, the ultimate bootstrap theology. Sounds righteous, right? Except it's about as biblical as live, laugh, love. This phrase didn't fall from heaven. It fell from ancient Greek philosophy and got a Ben Franklin glow-up. Yep, the same guy who flew kites in lightning storms. The actual Bible emphasizes dependence on God, like in Psalm 121:2, which says, "My help comes from the Lord," not "My help comes from me and my hustle." So maybe put down the productivity planner and pick up a little grace. Next up, our fruity fiction. The forbidden fruit was an apple. Who told you that, Snow White? Genesis just says the fruit. That's it. No apples, no Granny Smiths. The apple thing probably came from medieval art. Some monk with a thing for fruit still lifes made it a canon. Linguistic note, the Latin word for evil and apple are both malum. A pun, that's it. All of this because someone made a dad joke in Latin and we ran with it for centuries. Moving right along to cold hard cash, money is the root of all evil. If only. Then we could all become saints by going broke. But no, the Bible actually says the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. 1 Timothy 6:10. Not money itself, money's neutral. Like tofu. It takes on the flavor of whoever's using it. It's the greed, obsession, and Jeff Bezos-style rocket fantasies that get problematic. Then we have the classic Christmas crib myth. 3 wise men visited baby Jesus. Cue the nativity scene with 3 glittery kings on camels. Except the Bible never says there were 3. It says Magi brought 3 gifts. Could have been 2 guys with very generous shopping lists, or a whole caravan with an Amazon Prime subscription. We don't know, but somewhere along the line, people counted gifts and assumed head count, because clearly ancient scholars were also bad at party RSVPs. Myth number 5 is spicy. Satan's name is Lucifer. Oh, edgy. Except Lucifer in Isaiah 14:12 was actually referring to the king of Babylon. Not Satan. That's right, the devil stole someone else's stage name. The passage's context is a funeral dirge, not exactly a demonic origin story. The church later smooshed traditions together like a theological smoothie, and suddenly Lucifer was red, horned, and obsessed with pitchforks. Talk about rebranding. And that brings us to myth number 6. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. Ugh, leave Mary alone. The Bible never says this. Not once, zilch. The confusion came courtesy of Pope Gregory I in the 6th century, when he basically confused her with every woman in the Gospels and threw in a side of patriarchal smear campaign. Mary was actually one of Jesus' most devoted followers. First witness to the resurrection? But sure, let's reduce her to a tabloid headline. Myth number 7. Jesus was born on December 25th. Jingle bells, folks. We made that up. Nowhere, and I mean nowhere, in the Bible does it say Jesus came into the world on December 25th. It doesn't even say, hey guys, this happened in winter. We just picked a date. Like deciding Taco Tuesday is sacred. Historians believe the December 25th thing was a Christian remix of Roman festivals like Saturnalia, which involved way more wine and way fewer nativity scenes. So yeah, Jesus' birthday party? Probably RSVP'd to a totally different season. Moving on to myth number 8, and it's a dramatic one. The Bible says there will be a rapture where Christians disappear. Poof! Gone! Sounds very Left Behind and way too Hollywood, but the actual Bible never uses the word rapture. It's more of a modern theological fan theory based on a dramatic reading of 1 Thessalonians 4:16, 17. Early Christians weren't talking about sudden vanishings. That idea rolled in centuries later, courtesy of 19th century imagination and some creative theology. So if you've been prepping your post-rapture looting list, maybe take a beat. And here's one we've all heard with a side of misogyny. Eve ate the fruit first, so she's to blame. Wow, how original. Eve gets one bite and suddenly it's all her fault forever? Genesis 3:6 literally says Adam was with her. Not across the garden, not out naming zebras. With her, dude was just as complicit, chewing sin like it was a snack. Yet somehow Eve got saddled with millennia of slander while Adam got off with, he tried. Typical. Lastly, we arrive at hell. And oh, what a fiery misunderstanding this is. Myth 10. Hell is a place with fire and a devil with a pitchfork. You know, the whole eternal barbecue with Satan as the grill master situation? Yeah, that's more Dante and medieval fan fiction than biblical fact. The Bible talks about hell in various metaphors: outer darkness, lake of fire, weeping and gnashing of teeth. Pick your nightmare aesthetic. But the devil with red tights and a pitchfork? Straight out of a Renaissance-era marketing department. So what have we learned today? Maybe, just maybe, some of the stuff you thought was biblical truth is about as scripturally accurate as a fortune cookie. Misquotes, mistranslations, and centuries of telephone game theology have created a buffet of beliefs that never quite made it into the official manuscript. Here's the good news. Knowing what the Bible doesn't say actually helps you understand what it does. So instead of quoting bumper stickers or your Aunt Carol, try cracking open the book and reading it, like actually reading it. You might be surprised, or mildly confused, but definitely less misinformed, at least about biblical myths. And hey, if you enjoyed this theological myth-busting session with a side of sass, you know what to do. Like this video, comment your favorite Bible myth or the weirdest one you've heard, and hit that subscribe button like it's an apple Eve definitely didn't eat. Because at the Debunkers, we're not here to shake your faith, just your false facts.